So when the James River Association got started in 1976, when we first gave it a letter grade, we gave it a letter grade of an F because it was very polluted. A lot of things are going on. As you all probably know, again, I assume a lot of things, but if you don't know, that's perfectly fine. 1970s is when the EPA, the Clean Water Act, all those amazing things happened. So a lot of people and a lot of organizations were moving towards restoring our ecosystems. So the James River, it was actually closed, and what we like to tell the students, like we just say kind of a blanket statement, the James River was closed for 13 years, but in all actuality, it was the lower James. So that was from Richmond to where all the way down to the bay. So if you're not familiar with the James River, most of the James River is gravity fed. So the James River is 340 miles long from the headwaters where the Jackson and Cow pasture come together all the way down to the city of Lynchburg is gravity fed. Once it gets to Richmond, it then becomes tidal. So Governor Godwin at the time decided to close the river for 13 years. Why was the river closed for 13 years?
Keepone.
Excellent. So Keepone is being produced in Hopewell, Virginia, which is just east of Richmond. In that stretch of the James is tidal. What they were doing was producing this chemical as a pesticide. The byproduct was being dumped into the river. So at that time, the river was considered a trash can. Up here, we had industries dumping things. We had sewage being dumped into the river. A lot of nasty things were going on. But in in Hopewell, that Keepone is a persistent chemical. So the byproduct wasn't as bad, they thought. And then there was a spill in the early 70s that dumped into the James River. So now you have the byproduct and the actual chemical. And Governor Godwin thought of many theories of how to get this out, from dredging the river to trying to add other chemicals to remove it. But the best thing that they could think of was close the river for 13 years, allow the sediment to pile up on top of that Keepone to settle down to the bottom, to where then it was no longer active. So that's kind of the case study that transformed the James. There's many